Hello, everybody. It is Sunday, Easter. How are you doing? I see Heidi Clark is on. Happy Easter to you, Heidi. I'm going to mess this name up. Seeking anyone. I'll call you Seek. How's that? Happy Easter. David Neal, happy Easter to you, too. Good evening. MK Outdoors, hello from New Jersey. All right, guys. I'm glad we got some people in here. So, checking over there. All right. Bud Crisco, how you doing, sir? I've got another computer over here that I can see to make sure we don't get all fuzzy again this time. But anyway, what did y'all do for Easter? Let me know in the chat. I'll tell you what we did. I took Steve Kennedy. Okay. I'll call you Steve. I'll try to remember Steve from Ohio. Thank you, sir. Backyard Bassett, how you doing? And Greg? Doing good, brother. So happy Easter. So what did y'all do for Easter? Let me ask that real quick. MK worked. MK Outdoors worked. We did a social distancing Easter, and we went over to my brother and sister-in-law's house and had my mother and father-in-law there as well. We all sat at different tables and we cooked crappie. So for those of y'all, when I did the crappie catch and cook, somebody kept saying to put it with hot sauce, and we did that. It was stinking awesome. I just say I will definitely be doing that. Mustard's out, using hot sauce. So yeah, definitely that's the way to go. I think we used the I don't remember the name of it. That's all we can find there. So anyway, crappie, hot sauce. The Tony, was it Zataran's or Tony's? I think it was Tony Sachery's, already pre-mixed. I normally do my own, but they bought it pre-mixed, so it was good. And we made beans. I made some beans. I cooked for basically all day yesterday. I cooked them for 5 hours through pork chop in there, a bunch of bacon, and a bunch of butter, and all that good stuff. This stuff is good for you, Put that in there and had a ham and stuff, and we all just got plates and sat apart and talked. It was so much fun. So let me catch up to where we're going here. To William Pettifer, how you doing, sir? Thanks for being on here. Happy Easter. JT All Outdoors, happy Easter, sir. Buck Chaser, Buck Chaser. There we go. Happy Easter. Remember the reason for the season. You are correct. Thank you for saying that. In fact, I got something I'm going to show you all tonight that's pretty cool. So JT All Outdoors, no fishing today here in Whitney, 30 mile. Man, I'll tell you what. I'll get to that. I'm going to remember 30 mile an hour winds. So you know what? I'm going to put this up here so that I will. Uh-oh. There we go. Nope, hit the wrong one. Sorry. I'm going to get back to that in just a minute. I'll tell you why. Wind's got, that's the same thing. Wind got bad on a fork. But Crisco spent a week in Branson, Missouri with a wife, fished 2 days on Table Rock. Oh, I've heard that's good. Got a few nice 11, 12-inch slabs. Just hung out at home today. Cool. Kid Crappie, happy Easter to you, sir. Heidi Clark just hung out at home, stayed safe. All my relatives are in different states, man. Heidi, you need to look at, if you haven't ever done this, look at Zoom. I believe there's a free thing you can get on there. Sorry, fly. But we do, because part of our family's in Dallas. Got him, sorry. Part of our family's in Dallas. Actually, 3 of the families are in Dallas. We're in Tyler. Then there's the in-laws are here in Tyler as well. We do a Zoom call every Saturday at 10. And so we just get together on that. You have different screens, kind of like I did with that one live show. And everybody gets to talk. It's really neat. And I believe it's free. So let's see, who was that? Yeah, Heidi. Okay, so let me go back to why I have this on the screen real quick. And then I'm going to start reading. I'm going to catch up here. JT All Outdoors, no fishing today. Whitney, 30 mile an hour winds all day long. So, yes, we had, you know what? Let me put the mic up. You can probably hear better. I just thought about that. But we had this morning 30 mile an hour winds as well. We actually had 70 to 90-mile-an-hour winds. So I woke up this morning about 5 o'clock, came out to my office. So my office, if you ever seen on the video, is a 36 by 16-foot building that I've framed and stuff inside. There's no room for me in the house. And here, I'm going to stop this real quick so I can, okay. And came out here and it was sprinkling, but I could tell it was about to storm. And I got a couch out here. I figured, oh man, this tin building, I'm gonna take a nap out here with the rain hitting. Next thing I woke up to hail hitting my building. Looked outside, it's green. Turned the weather on. I walked outside to hear the tornado sirens. My buddy's house, the tornado went right by it, tore up one of the towns local. And anyway, tore up one of the towns right here, took the roof off his shed, his barn. So I was out dealing with that this morning, then went over to our in-laws to eat and passed by the lake, and it was beautiful, crystal clear, just barely waves. And as we ate, it got worse and worse and worse. And yeah, it was pretty bad. So I was wanting to be on the lake until that happened. So Mark Williams, Internet Spotty, I'm here. Well, I'm glad you're here, brother man. M&K Outdoors, sounds awesome. Cody Sale, happy Easter. Y'all put a turkey in the Traeger. Oh, man, I want a Traeger. I heard those are awesome. Mark C., good evening, everybody. Austin Davison, if you mix flour with hot sauce and half a beer, it's great on fish, chicken, potato wedges. I've heard that. I'm a cornmeal person personally, but I do need to try that. So I may do a catch and cook with that and just give it a shot. You never know. Caught a few fish early this morning around Joe Pool creeks. I've never fished Joe Pool. I drive down 20 all the time. Excuse me. And I just saw, I guess 6-8 months ago, a sign for Joe Pool for the first time. I didn't even know it was there. But Brendan Deere, happy Easter. How you doing, sir? Brent, part of my garden got washed away this morning. Golly. I planted that thing a week and a half ago. Things are coming up. And we had 4 inches of rain this morning in about an hour. It just took part of it out of there. So you're supposed to get K tonight. Mark C. Trying to figure out what K is. First time fishing adventure. Man, we just started, buddy. Don't worry, you're not late. Backyard bass, and I went fishing yesterday, but the wind and rain wouldn't go away, so I just put the boat back on the trailer, and then the sun came out. Yeah, that's pretty much the way it happens. Wired for Crappie. What's up? How you doing, sir? There's 2 guys right there, by the way. Those are 2 of the guys I had on for my birthday show, so make sure you go check out their channels. Backyard Bass and Greg and Matt Zenos for Wired for Crappie. If you hadn't done so, great channels. We're teaching Greg Backyard Bass and how to crappie fish because he's not very good at it. I can say this because he can't talk back. It's kind of fun. That's okay. I'm terrible at bass fishing. So M&K Outdoors, what's up, bud? How you doing? Thanks for being here. Mark C, we're supposed to get it late tonight. Okay, early in the morning, 45 to 50. Yeah, man. I'll tell you, it was not fun. And then all of a sudden, it just cleared up. Everything was crazy. Let's see. No, I'm not bad at this. So, hey guys, did anybody see my new opening video? I'm pretty pumped about this video, and I've actually changed it again. I talked to one of my guys that had a TV show, and I said, man, what do you think about it? And he said, you need to do this, do this, do this. And I did most of that. I kept some of it in there, but if y'all want to see it, I can share the screen and show you the new one. I'm pretty excited about it. So for those of y'all who didn't, if you want to see it, say yes in here. And thank you, Robert Johnson. Thank you, Backyard. Appreciate it. But the story behind this thing is the group Petra, and this is going to be it's going to come out on this show that I'm dropping another show tomorrow. And he has some music. But if you ever listen to a Christian rock group called Petra, Petra, John Schlitt is the lead singer, and we become good friends. I'll talk about it in this next video tomorrow. But he gave me permission to use this song, "Faith and Freedom," which kind of goes with what my motto is here: family, faith, and freedom, or faith, family, and freedom. Hit it backwards. And okay, I see a bunch of yeses, so I'm going to show it. Hopefully the video or the audio is good. I'm going to share the audio through here, but man, the song just, it was, oh man, it was awesome. Then I'll even show you the ending. I made a new ending. I got rid of that terrible music I had. I was playing the Star Spangled Banner, but I couldn't find anything legal to use. So here, let me show you this. I'm going to share the screen. So I added, what he told me to do is add more military stuff. So you'll kind of move things around, but if you'll watch, I'm shooting an AK-47 at the bottom, and then right after that finishes at the top screen. So the bottom screen is floating by, and then the top screen's floating by, and I'm shooting my Barrett 50 cal. So it kind of all works together along with explosion. So anyway, let me play it. Here you go. Get that done. All right, here we go. Well, I can't get, there we go. I'm an American. Red, white, and blue. And I'm a citizen of this world and of heaven. Some things were meant to be together. I believe in faith and freedom. Got a country too. I believe with faith and freedom. We're gonna make it through. That's cool. I love that thing. Let me show you the ending. See if I can close this. I got two screens, so it makes it good. So I used John's video. Just show you this real quick. See if it will run. So I put my stuff in John's video. Your freedom. Let's talk about it. Oh, I love that. Oh, goodness. Anyway, I hope you guys like it too. Just to give you an idea, the reason why it's so long, if you watch the videos, that's where the tags come up to give you more options of videos. So you got 20 seconds in there. That's why I got 20 seconds at the very end of that. So anyway, I love this. I've had so much fun with it. And John was amazing. Let me use that. It just fit with what I did. So the explosion in there, guys, just to let you know, and I'll get back to the comments, with the explosion that you saw on that. I worked with, I wasn't EOD, but I worked with EOD. And that was we had captured, that point, the largest weapons cache, however you want to say it, in Afghanistan. That was 2005. I think we had 10.8 tons the first day and 12.6 the next, or vice versa. I can't remember, of just captured ammunition. So we could only blow up 400 pounds at a time. So what we did, that was 4th of July, and we didn't have fireworks. So we went outside the wire, and basically the whole base got around the edge of the perimeter, and we dug 5 holes, put 30-gallon trash bags full of diesel. So 5 30-gallon trash bags full of diesel. Right in the middle, we put a 30-gallon trash bag of gasoline. We put 400 pounds of mortars, rockets, everything that we had picked up right there in the middle. We had 32 blocks of C4, over 500 feet of deck cord, and it was amazing. I had a good time. So yeah, obviously I got that on video, and I don't have a lot of videos, but those are a few that I had, so we threw them in there. But let's look back here. Put the mic by the speakers. So Greg, what are you talking about on the mic by the speaker? It needs to be closer to me. I don't have a speaker going on out here. Everything's on a headset that I have way over there. So I don't know if y'all getting back noise or something. Yeah, just making sure with that other computer. I don't have anything running. So if you're hearing something funny, let me know. Austin Davison, hey man, thanks for your service as well. Were you Army? What branch were you in? Thank you, Bud. I appreciate it. William, saw it today. Yes, sir. That's what you saw today was a whole different one than I showed just now because I did make a change on that. But anyway, that song is catchy, don't y'all think? Golly, I love it. JT All Outdoors, thank you, sir. Thank you, Buck. Kendall, how you lit? Kendall, how you doing, sir? Glad you can be on. Kendall Frederick, he's one of our other guys that was on from a birthday weekend. Make sure you check his channel out. Okay, Crappie, thank you. I use Vegas Pro. I just upgraded. I had Sony Vegas 15. I just literally yesterday upgraded to 17, and I'm having some issues. Thank God I still have 15 on there, so I can still edit. I just can't. Anything that I pull into 17, I can't go back and change on 15. So anyway, that's what I'm using, is Sony Vegas. I've just used it for 10 years, and so it's something I'm used to using. But I know a lot of people just use like iMovie or Windows Movie Maker or something like that. So oh, meant for the video. Okay, I got you. Yeah, you know what? You probably did hear from my speaker over there. I'm sorry. Thanks, Greg. That's a lot. Yeah, Army. Thank you. Thanks for telling me that, Austin. Yeah. So you got there in 06. Okay, I was in Coust or Fob Salerno, Chapman, Gardez. That's kind of where we based out of. We're just a 7-man team that just kind of went around and had a good time. So thank you, M. Spencer. Thank you. Auto signal's fine. Love the new video. Thank you, sir. Love the intro. I appreciate it. M. Spencer, thank you, sir, for your service. Hey, man, dude, I'm getting crappie, brother, as often as possible. So hope you guys had a good Easter. I know we got a lot more people on now. Let's look, 27. Y'all hit that like button, guys. If you're on here, let's knock that like button, break it, hit it hard. So anyway, I hope you guys had a good Easter. Like I said, we did the fish fry, hot sauce, and man, I love that hot sauce. I'm going with that again. So, man, I covered all that already. Daggone. Okay. So, what are you guys seeing? What do you guys see? I'm not seeing all these things. I'm looking. Hold on one second. Okay, I guess I am seeing some of these. So I'm using this StreamYard program to do the live stream. So I'm not actually seeing what comes across on the live stream, I guess. I'm seeing some of the comments, but I guess if you're talking to somebody else, I don't see that because I'm looking at the other channel there and there's a lot more stuff. Anyway, sorry, I'm learning this program, guys. Bear with me. But anyway, so what are you guys seeing with the crappie right now? I heard somebody from Tennessee, I think, said they were starting to move out already. No, maybe it's Oklahoma. I can't remember. Anyway, they were starting to move out, getting out of spawn. How you doing, Chad Hilliard? Thanks for being in here. Austin Davison. But yeah, I mean, so like here, this video that I'm doing, I've lost track. I think it's Thursday. Maybe next Tuesday. I can't remember. I started fishing the deep water again. And I hooked. I don't think I told you all this. If I did, I'm going to show you a picture anyway. I hooked a 12-pound, 63 ounce, something like that, 6.3 ounce catfish on my 12-foot ACC crappie stick. 10-pound test line. and I got a 12 size 12 shoe. You can see that sucker put a fight. It's my last jig, and I wasn't getting rid of that thing. So I fought him for about 10 minutes, and my dang camera was not recording. So anyway, those ACC crappie sticks are awesome. Obviously, they will hold up to the test. So anyway, so yeah, let me know what y'all are seeing out there. Here they're in the shallows of 10-foot water where I've been fishing. I really haven't fished, with exception of fishing with Mark. I've not fished the shallow water except one time. But I've been fishing the 10-foot water, kind of where they're staging, and man, they're gone. They're not gone. They're there, but they're very scattered. I might go 40 yards before I see another fish out there. But when I went out to the deeper water, I had fish everywhere out there. Now I was fighting with gizzard shad. I actually caught one on my lure. You'll see that I pulled up and stuck him in the gill, but put him on the hook and pulled another big barn door in. So that was kind of fun. Let me look back here. Okay, that's a good point there. Backyard. Let me go figure out where that is. Comments. Yeah, see, it says live. Yeah, I'm on live chat. So let me look back here. Oklahoma spawning is almost done. All right, Travis, what part are you? Southern, mid, north Oklahoma? Where are you at? Because that's where we're at here. We're it's pretty much over. They're still spawning. Don't get me wrong. There's still some girls out there, and there's still crappie on the beds. But the big fish I'm finding are back out. I even caught some at the bridge just to try it out. That's about 25 feet of water. So figured I'd just run through there and try it, and caught them there. So let's see. Austin Davis, I'm going to go get them this weekend while the rain's over. Yeah, man, I'm eager to see. I was at the lake, obviously, today. It went up probably, I'd say, half a foot since yesterday when I was out there, and we got pretty much 4 inches of rain all around here. So it's going to be high. I'm pretty sure it's going to be bad fishing for a little bit, but we'll see. Richland Chambers, fish are 16 to 20 feet on the creek channel. Yeah. Okay. See, I'm catching them right now 16 to 20 feet in the main lake. So basically where I'm fishing in August is where I'm catching them now. There are some 10-foot spots that I had that are brush piles. I went and hit those, and we pulled out 7 big crappie. That's what we ate today for Easter. So let's see. Missouri crappie are just starting to get on beds last week. Okay. So yeah, y'all are quite a bit colder than we are. And I know here in Texas it was 81 the other day, and we have, starting either Monday or Tuesday night, it's going to be 39 here for the next 2 days, with a high of 50. So water temperature is going to go down a little bit, plus all this rain. I'm not sure what's going to happen, but thank you, sir. Nice catfish. I threw him back because, man, I just don't like slime. I'm not a catfish fan. I'll give them away or something, but I'm not a, God, dog, my glasses are still crooked. Anyway, 70 degrees there in Oklahoma. Let's see. Haven't had any luck shallow. I really haven't, but Mark Williams on here, he does a lot of shallow water fishing. And but he's actually back. He's on Cedar Creek Lake, and he's actually back on his kayak now. See, David Neal, Wednesday found fish under shallow docks about 4 feet. Really? Yesterday they pulled off the docks and were spawning in coves and flats. All right. Well, and David, you're in Tennessee, if I remember right. In fact, I meant to call you today. I talked to old Matt Zenos, and he was telling me you're up in that area. You just happened to catch me this morning before I left, and for lunch and stuff. But yeah, I do definitely want to talk to you. I want to try those jigs out, sir. So Travis Christians, Southeast Oklahoma. You know what? I've heard some good stuff about that lake. I need to try that one out. I need to get up there to Oklahoma when this is over. Hold on a second. All right, sorry. When all this is over and do some fishing up there in Oklahoma. I think it'd be kind of fun to get up there. See, most lakes in Missouri are on fire, early spawn. Yeah. Who was? Oh yeah, Greg's up there in Missouri. So I need to get up to Missouri as well someday. And then Kendall Frederick. There we go. They're moving out of the shallows on our smaller lakes here in South Louisiana. I'm gonna go fishing with Kendall. This is crazy. We're gonna have a lot of shows out here this year if we get out of quarantine. But yeah, those. I think we talked. Excuse me. I think we talked about this at one point with Kendall. He's from Lafayette, Louisiana, or Youngsville, and we're gonna go down and get some bull brim. If you had never seen bull brim, they are. Kendall, what are they? About 12, 13 inches long. They're huge, man, and they fight like a shark. They're crazy. Let's see, have you tried? No, I have not. Steve, I believe it is. I have not tried Perspective. It came out, and there were some issues with the first deal. And I'm very cautious when I updates or something new like that, and so I want to read up on it first. And there was a lot of issues. I know they fixed it, but man, I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't need it right now. I wished it had come out like in February, January, when we had time to play with it a little more. I'm not fishing shallow, so I don't really need it at this point in time. And I kind of hate to mess up something that's working. Kind of like when I did this update, the Sony Vegas 17, 15 was working. I'm not sure why I went up there, but I did it. And so now I'm having issues. So I don't know, man. I'm going to try it one day, but I've not. Have you used that at all, Perspective? See, Brent, glad to hear they're moving it back out. Yes, sir. When you get your boat back, man, I hope you get it back soon, brother. I really do. Now, Brent, they're over there in Ledbetter. Still, I mean, I got tired of fishing Ledbetter. I did that for like 2 months. The place that you took me when I first looked at LiveScope. So they'll be there for a while, I'm pretty sure, because that was a good. They're in 10-foot to 20-foot water down here in Texas. So you'll be good there. So you can use. Well, you don't have your boat. Brent's motor died, so he's been just running around with a trolling motor. Kid Crappie, so ready for post-spawn bite. Man, I'll tell you, I'm not a fan of spawn, guys. I am not. People love it. I don't want to fish shallow water. That wade fishing was fun. I'll do that again, but I want to pull them off trees. I want to be able to get down in 8, 10, 20 foot water and target the fish like I've been doing. The shallow stuff with the wind that we've had, you can't get 15, 20 feet away from them. They're gone. So I'm having to do a lot of pitching, and, it's hard. It's, when you're using a live scope, you've got basically a 20-degree cone. I'm trying to face it, a 20-degree cone from your transducer, and you've got to stay in that area. And sometimes it's kind of hard to figure out if you're actually on that fish or not, especially when you're throwing out there and just kind of letting it sink by them. It's really hard. So I may take 10, 15 shots at a fish, thinking, oh man, that's a stump, and all of a sudden, boom, it hits it. So, it's just playing around, trying to get it going, but I'm so ready for the post spawn as well. We're pretty much there here in my part of Texas anyway. Lake, and I'm not even pronounce that name. Ephalua is the best lake in Oklahoma. Plenty of toads over 2 pounds. Yeah, somebody else I saw recently went fishing up there, and I decided that's on my list. So I definitely want to go. So we'll have to, Travis. In fact, let me type. Let's see. I'm trying to remember what. Just made a new email. Here. Let me just type This is my email. Oops, yeah. Send me a message, Travis, and maybe we can get up there and do some fishing together at some point. Todd Purser, how you doing, brother? Long time no see. I hadn't seen you in a couple years. So Kendall, they're not that big. Okay, I was thinking they were, man. It's been 20 years since I caught one, but man, they're big old fish, brother, and wide. They look like a. Well, I'm going back to the bull brim, but they look like a brim, which normally you catch them. They're about that big. These suckers are they're huge. They're definitely a panfish. Caught your PB last week on RC. Okay, 2.1. Yeah, okay. Cool, man. Well, congrats on that one. I'm not even sure what my PB is. I'm gonna have to figure it out. I know I've caught a 2.6, almost 2.7. And I'm not trying to put yours down. I'm just thinking about it. I'm not even sure what my PB is. I need to start recording that. If I get a 3, I'm definitely I beat it. Yeah, I love my live scope too, man. I fished the bridge the other day, just a little bit, actually twice on the way there and way back. And I didn't pull live scope out. It was kind of fun though, not using electronics, just kind of trolling around the bridge for trying to catch some crappie. So I think a lot of people have heard that spawn is wonderful rather than experience it. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, dude. My favorite time of the year is May through December when it comes to crappie fishing. Everybody says it's crappie season. Crappie season is all year long, especially here in Texas. But I just prefer post spawn. I prefer when they get out on the lakes. This time of year, you just got to go find something shallow, and you're going to find them. You get out there in the deep water, they'll start out on the north end of the lake, and then as it gets warmer, they move, and then they don't want to move. They just want to. You got to put the jig right in their face. I kind of equate it to if I've been outside mowing all day, and I come in and I'm hungry, but I'm tired. And if my wife walks over, she says, "You want to eat something?" I'm like, "Man, I don't feel like getting up." If she walks over and puts a steak in my face, I'm going to eat it. But I'm probably not going to get up and go cook something. And that's kind of the way I equate that during the summer. It's so hot. I mean, it's to the point, I know many times last year was so bad. I get out there at like daylight, 6:20, and fish until about 11:30. And I'm beat. I've already gone through like 8 bottles of Gatorade and water. So the fish are that way as well. Eufaula. Okay. That's good to know. Eufaula. All right. Well, cool. Yeah, I've definitely got to get up there. So send me an email with your information. And once all this is over, we'll try to get out there and do a little fishing. So well, guys, y'all got any questions? Anything I can help you with? Just what's going on? I mean, how are y'all doing with this staying home thing? I know my family kind of hit me last week, and I realized this after the live show. I was just kind of there. Didn't last long. I didn't have a lot to say, and I just realized the next day, I said, man, I'm tired of this being alone. I'm a people person, but then it gets to a point where I'm not. I'm ready to go home and be by myself, but I've been by myself for a long time. It's kind of fun to have people on the boat periodically. And, so I know we've been having a hard time here. My poor son he's very much a people person, and he's stuck at home with us. And, it's wearing on people. So I hope you guys are doing good. And I'm trying to find something to do. And, what the heck, I'll say it. I figured by the time this is over, one or maybe multiple of 3 things going to happen. Number 1, there's going to be a lot of divorces. Number 2, there's going to be a bunch of babies. And number 3, there's going to be a bunch of alcoholics. So 1 or 2 of those 3 are going to happen, I'm afraid. I've actually heard that New York is really having a high rate of that. So that's sad. But we all get in our lives and we do our thing. And then when you're I don't want to say stuck at home, I love my wife. I love being around her, but we get to a point where, she's like, okay, I'm going to my office. I'm going to be there for a couple hours. Leave me alone. And, we all need that time, but we also need time with each other. Spencer hadn't tried the 287 bridge. You're right next to it. Okay. I've never fished that, and I'm assuming your RC is Richmond Chambers. I've never even fished that lake as well. And I believe we were supposed to have a tournament there this year. So that's one place I definitely need to get to. Heard some pretty good stuff there as well. What's my setup when I have to pitch to fish? That's a good question. Most of the time, which I have started using, so I've never been a fan of rear seat reels or rods, and Andy sent me some of the ACCs. So I have 11-footer and I believe a 10-footer rear seat. So I started using a rear seat recently, and it's actually pretty fun. I'm kind of enjoying that. But whether I'm using a 11-foot or 12-foot, I'm using the ACC crappie stick, 12 or 12-foot mid seat or 10-foot, 11-foot rear seat. And I'm doing it just like I've got no difference in whether I'm pitching or whether I'm jigging. I'm throwing out, let me back up. I've got a bell weight up top with a swivel, and then I've got a foot. Man, I don't have enough room. So a bell weight and a swivel right next to it. So those two. And I got a foot-long leader and my jig. And I'm using a really heavy jig right now. And that way what I can do is I can throw it out, and that way on live scope, man, these cameras are crazy. So I'm seeing two things falling as I'm going. So basically just going to do a pendulum. So if I'm using all this tape, there we go. So if my fish is here, I'm going to throw it out and just, there we go. And try to swing it right on top of that fish. And so that's basically what I'm doing. I'm using a 10 to 12 pound line. I don't believe in going low out here. Yeah, I've caught several fish. That catfish I showed you all a while ago, that was a 12 pounder. I've caught a 6-foot striper the other day, a 6-pound striper the other day, and all of those on 12-foot, ACC crappie stick. If I had a lower line, I would have lost them. But the biggest thing is, I'm fishing timber. I'm not really fishing brush piles. That's one thing that Matt Zenos was talking about. That he used a 4-pound line, and but he's fishing brush piles. He said if you have a heavy one like I'm using, you'll pull the whole brush pile up, and that's true. I'm not going to pull a tree up, quite honestly. So I've got pliers. I pull, that line straightens out, or that hook straightens out, comes up. I take some pliers, bend it back, chunk it back out there. So that's kind of what I'm using. Hopefully that's what you're meaning. If not, let me know, and I'll try to explain a little bit more. But a big thing, if you have live scope, or if you don't, you're looking at getting it, make it to where you can see well. If you just have a jig going down there, especially like the video I'm gonna put out probably Tuesday, where I had all the gizzard shad out there, man, I was losing it with two items glowing, my jig and my weight. There's so many shad out there. So you really want to have something where you can see two items coming down there to really give you a reference of where your lure, your bait is. So anyway, hopefully that helps you out. Buck chaser, I have a 12-foot ACC jigging rod and love it. Sometimes not enough for spooky fish. What would be wrong with using a 14-foot? Nothing would be wrong with that, except for the fact that 12-foot for me, I'm in a bass boat, as you see, and I've got it. I mean, just long poles sticking out of the back of my bass boat. And you get going down the road, whether I'm driving, which I could put them up, but when I'm heading down the lake, they get tangled, and I'm fine with 12 foot. I'm fine, fishing a 10 foot, to be honest with you, and just pitching, because the pitching is fun. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's challenging, and it's something that's kind of cool to do, but I'm getting over it now. I've been pitching for 2 months, and I'm ready to just drop it right down on top of them. So, but yeah, I mean, if you could use a 14 foot for sure. I just don't know. I've never used one. I know when I went from a 10 to a 12, that was a pretty good change. Had to learn where to reel the fish in and stop so I can, boat flip them. I don't carry. I do have a net, but I've lost more fish trying to put them in a net than I do when I'm trying to just flip them in the boat. So, yeah, I'm probably just gonna stick with a 12 footer. That's probably as big as I'm gonna get. So, see, my industry, David Neal, my industry is considered essential. So not much change here. Working fish. Hey, that's the life, especially if you're working while you're fishing. You know what I mean? Can't wait for the kids to go back to college. Yeah, I know. My son's ready to go back to school. And well, quite honestly, we're kind of ready for him to go to school because that gives us our time, our alone time. And I love him. Don't get me wrong. But yeah, sometimes mom and daddy need some time alone, if you know what I mean. Todd, yeah, I saw you're back in Texas, man. I'm glad you're doing well. I saw your Facebook post the other day. I didn't even know you left. I hate to tell you that. I've been getting on Facebook and just checking out really what I'm tagged on, and that's about it. I've just kind of gotten, well, what's the word I'm looking for? There's so much negativity on Facebook right now. I've just kind of stayed away from it. That's not where I need to be right now. I'm trying to stay positive on everything. And so just kind of checking out Facebook once or twice, and that's it. But how to get on that? I don't know. Oh, on Facebook, because I was talking about Todd. Yeah. So Todd, I have not followed you because of that, because I just really haven't gone through and looked at it. But M. Spencer, shelter in place, staying home fishing. I'm blessed. Yes. My wife is ready to kick me out. She was digging a hole last week in the garden. I asked her what it's for. She said, for your grave. That's funny. My wife wouldn't do that because she doesn't cook and I do. So she would really lose weight. Oh my gosh, those cats. Braid mono fluorocarbon. Yes, that's a good thing. I am using mono, just easy, cheap mono. Get 1,000 yards for like $6, $7. Walmart. I have recently tried the yellow high vis, but I can only find it in 8-pound. I'm not real happy. I've lost a few jigs just with that 2-pound difference. So I just need to find a good 10, 12-pound for high vis and try that out. I've not tried the orange. I'm not a fan of braid, guys. I don't like braid. I've got braid. I put braid on one of my rods when I went with Mark and did that wade fishing, and man, you can't break it, which is good, but you can't cut it either. I've got little fingernail clippers that I use for that stuff, and you just got to sit there and gnaw at it to get it going. And that's once you get it tied. I'm wearing glasses, guys, and man, it's hard to tie. It's just so much easier for me to tie it up when I'm using mono. And so yeah, hopefully that answers your question there. Do I ever troll crankbaits? Do I ever troll crankbaits? No, I don't. I've honestly never tried it. Maybe that's something I need to look at just for fun. I usually use a hand-tied jig when I'm trolling around the bridges. So what's going to happen here in about a month is I'm going to start catching bass all over the place. Cat, shut up. Sorry, I hope Sorry, guys. But anyway, I'm starting catching bass all over the place, and a bunch of the stripers run through that bridge as well. So I'm afraid to try too much, where I'm gonna catch something big. I mean, I catch bass on, and every once in a while, a striper on those jig heads, those hand ties. But I'm not sure if I want to try too much attention. Which I'm only using a kind of a 6 or 8 inch, 8-foot rod at that point. I think I used a 6.5 the other day. There's just not a lot of room to set the hook, so it's got to be a small one. So that gives me a little more flexibility to catch something big. But Travis, the memory, I agree with you on the memory, but I really haven't had that much issue with the memory. I mean, obviously you do when you cast it out, and you'll see it spooled up on the water as the jig's sinking. But quite honestly, I really haven't had that much trouble with it. I'm not losing fish. It's not providing a stretching or anything. I like it. It's just easier for me, and it's probably just because that's what I'm used to. And let's see, use pink braid. It works best with live scope. You know what? I never thought about that on the live scope issue. I may have to try that again. I've just gotta. Oh man, it's like it's like getting rid of your favorite pair of pants to try something else on, and then you get out somewhere and you realize you're in public and you don't like those pants. That's kind of what the braid is to me. It's just, you put it on. It's not like you can just, let me just take it off real quick. Take me 5 minutes. You got to unspool it all and respool. And I need to rig one rod up with that and go, because I'm using the green, just a green now, and it's I just don't like it. I can't. I'm noticing it sticks, especially when it gets wet. It sticks on my reel, so I got to keep kind of popping my reel up to unspool it to let it go down. So, Heidi, I've seen that as well. Where you put your reel. I'm not sure if I put the reel, but I did. The guy I saw did it. He put the reel under there. I've also seen put the whole line in warm water and then stretch it out, and basically it gets a new memory. But once again, I've just not had that big of an issue. But let's see. Let me get back up here. But I'll get to you in a minute. I think I lost a few. Live scope motor mount on my transducer or trolling motor. I do not have it. So when I first got it, let me get a sip here. Hold on. When I first got live scope, I paid $300 for this piece that goes on my trolling motor. And first it came with the trolling motor mount. I put it on there, and I realized in 3 minutes I did not like that. If you're using spot lock, it is all over the place. And so I got rid of that. Paid $300 to get another piece that goes. I'm sorry, excuse me, guys. That goes. So my trolling motor's here, and it basically brackets up on there and comes down. And it was okay. The problem is, it's way up on my trolling motor, and so I'd have to, whenever I wanted to move it, I'd have to lean way far over there and turn it. I said, man, there's got to be a better solution to this. I started looking around at other people's things, and I just said, you know what? I'm done. I'm making my own thing. So I made a deal, kind of like the pole deucer, if you've seen that. In fact, I got a video on that that you can go look at. I did it back in, I want to say, October last year. It's actually one of the highest videos I have as far as people watching. But I made it for $60, $65, something like that. I already had the ram mount. So basically what I did was on my trolling motor, I don't have a picture of it, but on my trolling motor, the very back screw that holds the plastic piece on there, I took that one screw out. I went to Lowe's, bought a longer one, put the ram mount in there, tighten it up. So I got a ball right on the outside of my trolling motor now. And I just use a ram mount, click in a PVC pipe, excuse me, that I built. It's got a 1 1/4 inch pipe going down with a 1 inch in the middle. And that 1 inch is the one that turns, because you have to have a 1 inch pipe for that transducer mount that comes with a live scope. But the 1 1/4 inch has 2 U-bolts that I put on the ram mount. And so as you tighten that, it provides a little pressure. And that's something, where did I learn? Oh, Matt Zenos. Yeah. So I learned that from Matt on his. And then I just built a PVC handle. So basically where it's set, I can sit on my chair and turn. So that's where I'm doing. I'm using just a handmade deal. If you get a chance, go back and look at that video and you can see what I did. It literally cost me a PVC pipe, probably, and glue. And like when I take it apart, I just pull the handle off, stick it in my box. And let me see who's. Give me 1 second. I'm sorry. Okay. I just put it in my box and put the transducer pole down there, strap it in and drive. So it's pretty easy. But yeah, go check that video out and you'll kind of see how I did it. Let's see, grilling. You ever try grilling striped bass? No, sir, I've not. I've done the, let me read the rest of it here and make sure. Red meat at the top, amazing on the grill. Email recipe. You'll never throw one away. All right, bud. I'll tell you what. Let me throw my email out one more time, just in case you didn't get it. Let me copy this in case you want to put it back down. Okay, there's my email. Send me an email. I'll give it a shot. We used to do it with sand bass. And same thing, cut that red stripe out, or we just soak it in buttermilk and stuff, but it just took forever. But yeah, I'll try this, definitely. Let's see. Jimmy Cersei, thank you so much for coming on, buddy. I appreciate it. Thanks for getting on here. And guys, you know what? Hold on. I'm going to jump down here real quick. Angler Issues, buddy. Thank you again. Happy Easter. God bless to you as well. Comes through every week with Super Chat, brother. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. That's well, yeah. I started this channel just to have fun, and said, you know, I'll throw it out on the YouTube, and you know, people like it, they like it. You know, let's just have a good time with it. And man, guys, y'all have subscribed. It's crazy. Y'all watch this thing. So I appreciate it, and I appreciate the super chat, sir, because that helps me to get some of these lakes. Once again, I'm retired. I can't, you know, can't just take a whole bunch of money and go somewhere. So that kind of stuff helps out. So thank you, sir. I appreciate it. Let me get back up here real quick. So yeah, Jimmy, thank you for being on here. I appreciate it. That reminds me, if any of y'all are new to the channel or you've been here for a while, we still have the ACC Crappie Sticks giveaway at 1,500 people. When I looked a while ago, I had, I believe, 1,402. So guys, if y'all will share that video, go back and find that video. It was done just right at a month ago. Share it on Facebook. Let's get us to 1,500 people, and I'm giving away 2 ACC Crappie Sticks. So 2 different individuals will win one. And I'm eager to do that and get them out, because I know they have them in stock right now. So it's a great time to get it done. So David Ray, how you doing, sir? Oh, wait, hold on. Let me go back. Well, David Ray, how you doing? Let me go back up above you. Next time you change out your line, a quick way to do it is take a stick tie, tie the mono, a stick attached to. That's a good idea. That's a good idea. Except I don't usually have one on the boat, but that's not a bad idea. So I'm going to have to try that, because I do have one I want to try. I want to change here soon. So hold on. Y'all didn't need to see me take my bad habit. So yeah, I'm gonna try that, Travis. That's a good point. So take a stick, tie the mono. Oh, so tie it that way, and oh yeah, that's a very good idea. I got you now. Okay, I may try that tomorrow. All right, Steven Kennedy. I've used an oil powered drive shaft. Now have a remote control. Okay, I've got a friend of mine that, or excuse me, not old power drive. I got a friend of mine that made one like that. I'm just not sure on that for me personally. Just because when I'm fishing, I like to have my hand on there and I can just tap it. And I don't know. I need to play with my friends, see how his is working out for him. But yeah, I've seen several people that have done that. There's actually a cornfield crappie or something. They sell one similar to that. That they do this remote control. Man, I don't know. For me, with remote controls, I'm old and trying to find the right buttons for them. I've got one for my spot lock, and I don't ever use, or not my spot lock, my Ultra X, and it's in the glove box of the thing. I just don't ever use it. Just because I'm always up front, I'd rather just be able to touch that trolling motor and do it myself. But anyway, yeah, man, I've heard they're good, dude. I'd like to see a video of that where in working conditions. But I built my deucer pole based on my design. Thank you, sir. Works like a champ. That's good to know. I always like when I can help somebody out, and now I know I helped you out, so I appreciate that. Let's see, Mark C. Hello, David Ray. PFG Fishing, how you doing, sir? Happy Easter to you as well. Buck, I was 1,500. Thank you, Buck. I appreciate that. Yeah, there's times like, and I guess this is kind of what I'll just be open and honest with you guys. I get wrapped up sometimes in all this, and I walk outside, I look at it and say, okay, man, I only got 6 new subscribers today. I just need to quit worrying about that. I don't need, you know what, if you guys are the only subscribers I ever get on here, then I'm happy. Would I like to be a big channel? Sure, I would. But with something big comes problems. And guys, I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to be me. I do have sponsors, a couple, not many. I don't want my channel to be all about sponsorship. I'm definitely going to give a shout out to ACC Crappie Sticks every time I do it, or I use it. Bonehead baits, stuff like that. But I don't want to be up here for 15 minutes going, all right, guys, please check out so and so, and this is what they sent me. I've been watching some of these fishing channels, and they spend 5-6 minutes talking about this new thing they get, and if you act now, you can get it for 19. I just don't want to be that way, guys. That's not what this is about. This is just getting out there and having a good time. And sometimes I gotta watch my videos because I don't want them to be long. We lose subscribers, and what's funny to me, what's fun to me is not fun to y'all. And well, I'm doing it for me, and hopefully you guys will enjoy it. So you just like that the video I made. By the way, guys, and you'll see it tomorrow. Going back to my opening and closing, John Schlitt. If you guys get a chance, if you like Christian music, Petra was a staple. They were all about rock and roll. They really brought rock and roll to Christian music. And anyway, they retired in 2005, and he's still making music. So you get a chance, go to John W. Schlitt, SCHLITT.com, and you can listen to his brand new album. It's free to listen to. If you like it, then you purchase it, But go check it out, man. He's slow and fast stuff, just really good. So anyway, I'll get back to all this. So Buck Chaser, thank you, sir. I appreciate it. David Ray, have you tried the new perspective view on Live Scope? Okay. No. So yeah, David, I talked to somebody else about that a while ago. No, I've not tried it. I'm kind of like you. with that update. I saw some individuals that had it, saw some of the reviews that were going out on the forums, and I was like, you know what? I don't want to screw up my deep water fishing, and that's what it was doing. It's putting a big blank spot in there, and I just figured, you know what? I'm gonna let this get out, let people use it for a while. And quite honestly, I'm not fishing shallow water right now, so I don't need it. But I will get it. I will make it happen, and give it a good shot. I figured at first, I was like, man, I'm going to put that out there. I'm going to be one of the first people to do a video on it. And I'm glad I didn't, because I just would have had trouble with everything else fishing. So once again, this is about me getting out and catching fish and having a good time. I get wrapped up sometimes in, like I went out the other day and did a show, tried to film a show, and my camera just did not work. And when it did work, I couldn't catch a fish, and I got frustrated with that, and came back. And I guess this is all this quarantine stuff and pressure on this. I just got to get out and fish and have a good time and put something out. And I hope you guys will like it. And I got to get rid of the pressure. And my wife is a wonderful, beautiful wife that lets me fish pretty much anytime I want. I just tell her, hey, babe, we good to go fishing tomorrow? Yeah, go for it. So I've got the opportunity. And so anyway, I got off on a tangent there, David. Sorry. But yeah, no, I've not used Perspective View, and I want to, but not right now. PFG Fishing, all about selling gear. Yeah, and that's what those things are about. I've got no problem with people selling gear. I mean, if I get an activation code for something like ACC crappie sticks or bonehead or something that I like, I'm not gonna do anything. If Joe Blow Jigs comes over and says, hey, I want you to use our jigs on the deal, I'm gonna try them, but if I don't like them, I'm sure not gonna tell you all about it, because if I can't be honest with it and truthful, then it's not gonna happen. So I'm not gonna just try to sell something to make money, guys. I make a decent retirement, and I don't have to sell myself, and that's not what's going to happen, or that's what's not going to happen. So and I'll just tell y'all, if you ever think I'm getting that way, just send me a message on here. I'm happy with that. Slab Buster RTR, happy Easter, man. I am doing good, sir. How are you doing? I got a belly full of crappie and from lunch, and then I went over to my parents' house tonight, so we hadn't got to celebrate my birthday, so I had them sing happy birthday to me about 4 times. And cook steaks. So I'm pretty full right now, but everything's good, man. Did church service online while we were cooking, and it was pretty cool. And I'm afraid I'm gonna get used to this online church service stuff, but it's also about being there. So I got to get going. Make sure I get back to church. Anyway, thank you, Heidi. I appreciate that. My wife always says that I'm crazy, and she appreciates that too. Like just today, we went in the road. So there's a beam right in the middle of the road into the neighborhood where they can close the gates. And she says, if there's a rule, I'm going to break it. I'm not going to do it illegally, but I'm going to break it. Well, I guess I did, because today I decided, you know what? I'm going in this thing. I'm going in the wrong way. So I did. Went the wrong way. But hey, you know what? David, that works well. So David, I'll just tell you, David got a hold of me, and he's going to send me some jigs that his wife ties. I believe, if I said that right, I think it's your wife ties them, or maybe it's you. I don't remember. So yeah, he sent me some jigs. I'm gonna use those things. I'll open it up here on as soon as we get it. I'll open it up on a Sunday night, and I'll show y'all. I got no problem doing that. What I'm not gonna do is sell. Bass Pro Shop give me $1,000 to. I'm just making up a number to open something up on here and then push it on everything that I do. And I've been part of outdoor hunting shows before, and seen stuff where a guy shoots a deer, the deer runs off, can't find it. So to make sure the show happens, they go out, they grab another one from the freezer, move it down there, and we found the deer. And that's junk. Y'all saw my skunk hat not long ago. I got on a boat. Guys, if I fish all day, I don't catch anything, it's going to be a short video, but I'm going to wear a skunk hat, and you're going to see that. That's part of life. That's part of what it is. So anyway, but yes, you are smart enough to edit a video, brother. It's not hard at all. So whatever editing stuff you have, there's free ones on Windows. There's free ones on Mac, and YouTube is awesome to learn how to use those things. They're not hard. Just a matter of wrapping your head around it once, and then it's easy. So you ought to try it. And but yeah, definitely. So David Neal, why don't you put your Facebook page up here for everybody so we can all go check it out when you get a chance. JT's All Outdoors. I make YouTube videos as my hobby. You know, that's kind of what I do too, man. It's kind of fun to get paid for it now. I don't get much. I'll be lucky to get $110 on this next round. But you know what? It's fun to do. I enjoy it. And I love to edit. I mean, I've been sitting here. Here, I'm going to show y'all. Let me share the screen again. So as you can see, this right here, this is my editing software. These are all my clips. You know, it's been sitting there for a minute. So I've got an external hard drive. It will come back on here. I'll share it again when it comes on. Well, oh, there it is. Okay, it's back on. So I can grab a clip. Oh, wait, I'm on the wrong screen. Sorry. I can grab a clip right here. So I've separated my audio. And here, let me show y'all a different way. Maybe we need to do a editing video sometime. So, you know, I'll take this piece of video right here, hit F, split it. You can pull the whole thing out. If like my wireless mic has a 1 second delay. So Control U, and that separated them. So I'll move it over just a tad bit. Now my audio is correct. I can grab this, drag it over there. That just extended my audio out. Well, here. Just extended my audio out, make it even on both sides. And then I can grab another piece here and do a fade. So if you watch up here, when it plays, it will fade in. Oh, wait, no, you know it won't, because hold on, let me pull a piece from way over here. Okay, pull this piece over here. So now you'll see the two fade. There it goes. It faded in. So let me undo all these real quick, because that's one that I'm actually working on right now. Edit. Oh, I'm sorry. Hold on. We're almost done. I just don't want to get screwed up and lose all this in a minute. Almost there. There we go. And I'll undo split. Okay, so let me stop sharing. But yeah, editing is pretty easy. And you know what? Maybe that's something I need to do on here, is do an editing deal. Oh, wow. Let me catch up. Wow. I was going to town talking. Wait until Garmin actually comes out with a mount before doing the update for the new update. Yeah. Still has loads of problems. So yeah, I mean, there's no reason to do this. If this thing came out earlier, I could have used it for the spawn, then that would have been great. Heidi, fishing is good therapy. You were correct. It is. Being on the water by yourself. My favorite time is just right at sun up, watching the sun come up. It's calm. Oh, it's beautiful. Okay, Slab Buster RTR. So yesterday was your birthday. Thursday, as a matter of fact. You had crappie. Awesome. Happy birthday. I would sing to you, but I don't have the best singing voice. So anyway, happy birthday, sir. And good for you for eating crappie. Rob Parker's Fishing World. Hey, man, how are you doing? I've not seen you on here before. I appreciate you being in here. Yes, I'm having a wonderful day. I hope you are as well. Happy Easter. David Neal, just want an honest opinion of value. My opinion, Matt's, man. I thank you, sir. And yeah, I'll definitely give you one. In fact, I'm going to get back with you. Do me a favor, Matt. I'm sorry, David. And I don't think you sent me your phone number. I don't know. I looked at it real quick. You just happened to catch me when when I was looking at the thing this morning. But send me your phone number on there, and I'll give you a call tomorrow, and I'll kind of give you an idea. I don't want you to send some jigs that and colors that don't work here. So kind of give you an idea on some of the colors that really work here. And yeah, man, we'll give it a shot for sure. Been catching a lot of Rob Parker. You asking me if I've been catching a lot of crappie, or you've been catching a lot of crappie lately? I hope you've been catching a lot of crappie lately. I sure have. And guys, I went out the other day, and I think that's going to be on. That's the video that's dropping tomorrow. Every fish I caught I caught one 14 and a half, and then the other 6 were 15 to 16 inches. They were huge, guys. It was so much fun. That's all I caught was 7 or 8 fish that day. I caught a couple small ones too, but I mean, as far as keepers, they were all big, just huge crappie. One weighed, I believe it was 2.54, big old crappie, and it was fun. Let's see. Editing is fun to you? Yes. You know what? It is fun. It does take a lot of time, but once you start doing it, I used to use 2 cameras. If you look at back some of my old stuff, I've got a rear camera, then I have one up front. And number one, I didn't like the view because it basically showed, a crotch view is what I called it. And but it was just really hard to get everything lined up, and just took a lot of time, and I don't think it added to the video, so I quit doing it. Just using a rear camera, I can zoom in. I'm shooting at on the GoPro I think it's 2.7K, I believe it is, and with 2.7K I can zoom in on the software and not lose the quality, and so I can still get different perspectives, different views, and I can have the camera moving basically in the software. It's easy to do. And, we'll do a live show one day, and I'll do some editing stuff. And, most programs are pretty much the same. The commands are different, but gives you an idea what to do. And, but yeah, I love editing. I'll get out here and edit. Say Wayne Wright. How you doing, Wayne? I'm using Sony Vegas. I've got 15 and 16, 15 and 17. I just upgraded 17, and it's having some issues, certain things. I don't have codecs in there right or something. But anyway, yeah, it's fun to do. And so what I'll do is I'll get a show done, and then I can when I come back in, I'll pull that last show in. I'll save it with a new title into a folder. And in fact, I'll show you this, just kind of an idea. My son just came in, sorry. Let me share the screen again. Just kind of give you an idea. I don't want sound. Hold on. Share. So like these are all my drives. I got a ton of drives out here. Let me make this bigger. You can see it. So I've got 2020. I backed all my 19 up. So these are my shows that I have done so far. Or I've shot. I haven't put them all out there, but let's see. This was the birthday one that y'all seen. No, that's the one that's coming out tomorrow. So this is the one that's coming out tomorrow. So I just called it Birthday Spawn. And my back camera or my handheld, I do usually shoot my intro on that. Look at that video, man. Is that not cool? Look at that lake. Whoo! Beautiful. But then I'll use the rear camera and do a type. So these are all my files. So on a 2.7K card, I can shoot for 4.5 hours straight with audio at 2.7K on a GoPro. So this is basically 4.5 hours of footage of me fishing. I drag it all into the software. I can just scroll through. I'll show you this real quick when you get into the timelines, so you can see that. If you look right here where it comes up and down, well, that's where I'm talking. So I know all I got to do is grab this, scroll up to where I'm talking, listen to it real quick. If it's nothing I need, I'll just run back and just keep finding the next one. So yeah, I mean, it's just fun to do. I love editing, and I can make one show, and then the next time I pull that old show back up, delete all the video out, start putting the new video in, and going from there. So, man, let me catch up here. Let Let's see. PFG uses the video editor in Windows 10. So yeah, that's the one I was talking about. It's a free one, I believe. And it does a lot of stuff, guys. You can do pretty much anything you want on there. And if you don't know how to use it, then you get on YouTube and check it out. So hey guys, real quick, hey, we're doing good on the like. So if you haven't liked this, if you like it, hit the like button. I got one dislike. All right. I can't please everybody, so I appreciate it though. Thank you. Do new fishing every video Saturday afternoon. Well, Rob, we'll have to check your show out. And multi-species fishing. All right, cool. David Neal, Cricket, a Crickwater Crappie Company. Okay, Crickwater Company. Here, I'm gonna put it up there. I'm gonna write it down so I can go look at it. Out of Tennessee, I think he told me where you're from. I can't remember the name of it. So yeah, y'all go check it out. Hey man, thank you, Rob Parker. Hope you have a good evening as well. Sounds like you're going out of here. One of your favorite fish. Yes, sir. I like crappie as well. My favorite one to catch and eat. All right, well, yeah, we'll check that out. Wayne Wright, Sarge, what editing software? Okay, I think I said that already, but Sony Vegas Pro is what I'm using, 15 and 17. Don't sing. Yeah, you're back on that. Good. Yeah, don't worry, I'm not going to sing, but I am. We got my new mic, so I could sing, but it doesn't do much for my voice, so I'm not going to do it. Slab Buster. Let's see. Really, so they've made a lot of improvements since you first started using that program. That's good, dude. I've never used it, so I can't even compare it. I've just ever since I've been editing, I've used. I mean, I started editing back when you had two play decks and a record deck, and you'd have to manually punch in and stuff. So I've been editing since I was 15 years old. I just turned 52. I've been doing it for a long time, and I just got on a Windows platform, and I've always used something like this. I think it's Edius Rex was one. I'm not a fan of Adobe Premiere. I do not know how. There's so many things you got to do extra. Where this kind of stuff, you just drag it over to do a fade. To me, it's just so much easier. A lot of TV shows are made on Sony Vegas, and actually a couple movies as well. But it's not a cheap program. It's about $800 if you buy it. Chattanooga, yes, David. I was trying to say Knoxville. I knew that wasn't correct. So Mike Dixon, man, we're doing good, brother. Glad you are too, and I'm glad. Hopefully, you're hanging in there with all this stuff. Have I tried my own jigs? Yes, Buck Chaser, I have. I'm going to show you a picture. Let me see. I think it's on this one. These are the jigs pictures. Nope, not that one. Let's see. Which one was that on? Give me a second. Well, poop. Man, I don't know where it is. I think it's on my video tomorrow. I thought that was in there. Oh, you know what? It's in 325. Hold on. Nope, it's not. Okay, let me try one more place, and then I'm going to show you. So, yeah, I've been tying my own jigs. No, I don't see it. So, anyway, I've been tying my own jigs. I'm not very good at it, but I've been doing the black and blue. Oh, you know what? I think I got one right here. I do. These are not the best ones, but they will work. I tied these up real quick. Got to go fishing the other morning. Didn't have any. Dang catfish took my last one. Well, it's yeah. Let me not show you that one. Well, this is a little better one. I got down to the end of my thing. My cat tore up all my stuff. I didn't even pulling the string out. But basically, I've got a black head with a black body and a blue feather in there. That's the one right now that is killing here, and in Tyler. Here's a better one. There we go. That's more of what I'm trying to get. So I'm still learning how to do this. I've only been doing it for about 2 weeks now, and only tied maybe 15, 20 jigs, and I've been trying to use that stupid whip finisher, and I just finally put it down. I started using my fingers to make it happen. So yeah, Robert Johnson, sir, thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate it, buddy. $25, man, that is awesome. I really appreciate you, buddy. Thank you so much. Let me get back up here. Let's see. Please don't sing. We did that. You know what? Happy birthday to no. Okay, that's it. Chattanooga. Okay, well, that's where we were. Okay, your comment disappeared for some reason, Travis. I don't know why. Put it back out there. I do have a software in here. If you are some things, I don't allow any cussing in here. So if you had a cuss word in there, then that's probably why. So throw it back out there, Travis, and let me see what you had to say. Mama Pierce. Wait, golly. Anyway, Alicia, thanks for being on here. I appreciate it. Hey, I watched some of y'all's church service today with I just drew a blank on his name. God dog it. Anyway, awesome church service y'all had. I only got to watch about 10 minutes of it, and but had a lady singing and awesome voice. So I didn't get into the preaching part. We had to go to the in-laws house, and we watched their service, Sea Life, over in Dallas for that. So but happy Easter. I appreciate it. Let's see. Buck Chaser, thank you, sir. Nice jig. I appreciate it. I've had better. I'm looking at David's whip finisher as the devil. Man, I'll tell you what. Hold on. Let me grab something. Okay, so I've just got regular old thread on here because I've been practicing. So let's see if I can figure out how to do this. Well, this dang whip finisher, you're supposed to, I think it's looped there. See, this thing spins around. I can move this, and I hate it. And you're supposed to flip it around this way, and then so your jig's up here, and you're supposed to flip it around a few times and then pop it over the jig. And man, I've just learned I can take that jig, take my fingers, wrap it 3 or 4 times, put over the jig and pull, and I get a knot. So I'm using my fingers. This thing is the devil. I've been thinking about super gluing this piece together because look at this. It spins. I don't understand this. So anyway, let's see. Where were we here? Let's see. Sky has a good video using the whip. Okay, I'm gonna have to look. I looked at a couple of those, and man, I'm gonna tell you what, I might as well have been speaking German. Or trying to learn German because it just I've tried it, and my fingers work so much better than that dang whip finisher. Anyway. Hook City TV, happy Resurrection Day. Thank you, sir, brother. You too. I was going to send you a text, and I just didn't get around to it. But happy Easter, my friend, and I hope you guys had a blessed day. I think you heard me talk to Alicia. I watched part of y'all's church service. Dimitri, that's who I was thinking of. I watched part of that church service this morning and really enjoyed it. So, hey, Mike Dixon, wait, hold on. What did you, SK? Let me look at this. Oh, Sky, SK has a good, I got you. Okay. Another one, have you ever seen Skinny Kenny, the Purple Heart Vet? He goes live. He'll sit there and tie jigs, and you can talk to him. And I asked him, I said, hey, man, show me that whip finisher again. So he redid another one and just showed me how he did it, and which made a lot of sense, but I just couldn't. I still can't get it. I'm sticking with my fingers for right now. Okay, I mentioned that I only use one color jig all year long. And solid color. I quit buying multicolored jigs years ago. Okay, that's interesting. You know, there's a big, this is for Travis, there's a big debate on color jigs. How many do you use them? Do you change? You know, I know guys that have an arsenal of multiple colors of jigs. I know guys that use 2 jigs. We got a guide on this lake. He uses 2, maybe 3 jigs all year long, and he does great. You know, I'm not that good. Anyway, yeah, I do. I have about 5 or 6. When I was using Bonehead exclusively, I had about 4 that I used. I'm branching out now. I love Bonehead, guys. Don't get me wrong. I don't want you to take anything bad from this. I love Bonehead. They're just not my jig sponsor now. They sponsored my boat. They sponsored my organization. Excuse me one second, guys. And it's allowed me to be able to use more jigs. I just kind of felt like I was getting a slump of using the same rod and the same jig. And anyway, it works out better. I'm enjoying getting out and trying new stuff. And kind of like I said before, guys, if I don't catch something, I'll probably put that out there. And I'll say, you know what, this jig was not the right time, not the right color, or not the right time to use it. So, Buck Chaser, careful, you'll tie up some handcuffs, man. I'll tell you what, I've got my finger stuck in there before, trying to pull it out. And anyway, it's some of that thread is really brittle. When you use it, it will pop off, and you have to start over. So Robert asked Travis what color he uses. Pink. Okay, yeah, I know old Fishing Ken, he's big on pink too. He uses pink a lot. I've got somebody, I'm not gonna tell you their name yet because I've not tried them, but he gave me these 2 jigs. So let me get up higher. Pink and blue with a pink with a blue and a pink tail, and then just a pink head, blue body, and a pink tail. So I'm going to try those out. Right now, that's a little bit lighter jig that I'm wanting to use, just because I'm trying to get those down pretty quick. I need to, with where these fish are that I'm seeing right now, I'm fighting with a bunch of gizzard shad. And the one I caught the other day was about 4.5 inches. So I'm fighting with those gizzard shad. So I need something that really shows up. I need it to sink fast. And so I'm using a much heavier jig right now than I normally would. Let's see. Any preference for hair versus marabou? I never can say that word, for tail material. Buck, I'm not the person to answer that question because I do have some other stuff in there. I've been using this feather, and I think I have some of that marabou. I don't even know how to say it. I'm new to this, man, and the ones I've made are pretty good. The problem I'm having, and here's a good example. Let me pull this guy out again, and this just comes from practice. But like I tied this guy up here, and I didn't hold the feather long enough or good enough, and so God dog it. All right. So here's a good example. So my feather slipped on me. So really this whole thing should be, I wanted the feather going this way flat, but it's not. With the marabou, I don't think I have to worry about that as much. But you know what? I don't think those fish are going to care which way that feather's going, but it just doesn't look pretty. So just a matter of playing with it. So anyway, same fighting major shad schools. Yeah. You know what? Let me see if oh, you know what? I've got it on my phone. I haven't uploaded it for the video. I'm going to show you all this real quick. Let me find it. I'll show you guys what I'm dealing with. So let's see if you can see this. You see that? There's a couple big crappie right there on the sticks. The rest are all stinking shad. And that was not even a bad, there we go. That was not even a bad day. Some of the other ones I hit were just, it was crazy trying to find those jigs. See if I have another one here. Oh, here's a good one. Look at all those shad right there. That is ridiculous. There's a big old mama crappie sitting right down there at the bottom, though. A couple of them. But I'm having to fight through those shad. So that's what I'm seeing right now in the deeper water. It's fun. I enjoy it. But I just seen those shad move out when I'm fishing. They come back after a while. Try Rabbit Zonkers. I guess that's a company, William. Well, guys, we've been on here for an hour and a half now. So I'm going to close it down. If y'all have any questions, throw them out real quick. But, guys, remember what today is. It's Easter. Your Lord and Savior rose from the dead today. And the devil thought he could win. He didn't have a hand in the fight, you know. So this is all about Christ today. This is all about our Lord and Savior. Sent his only son down here to die for our sins and come back to life to save us. So the ultimate sacrifice. So y'all remember that today. Remember that every day, but especially today. And let's see. Never. Oh, okay. We're talking about the other thing. So, well, everybody, thank you so much for being on here. I appreciate it. I was kind of getting on here trying to figure out what I was going to say to talk about today, and y'all kept it going. So I really, really appreciate that. Love the channel, Chris. Appreciate your passion and willing to share with us. Thank you, bud. I really appreciate you. As I said, guys, I'm going to be me, and that's all you're ever going to get. And I've got no reason to be anything else. So you're going to see the true thing, man. If I don't catch fish, I'm going to tell you about it. And if I make a mistake, man, I'm famous for making it. Well, just like on the video where I'm diving for that rod. I mean, that's part of it. I do a lot of accidental fun videos like that, like that. So I don't mind putting them on there. But Heidi, thank you so much. Have a great evening. I will. You too, ma'am. Thanks for taking the time to talk to us anytime. I love doing these lives. It's kind of hard sometimes to think about what to say. But you guys have been great tonight, just keeping things rolling. And I greatly appreciate every one of y'all for being part of this channel. Thank you for subscribing and watching and sharing in my adventures. Let's see. Great time tonight. Thanks for sharing your faith. Hey, buddy, anytime. That's, you know what? My faith is what makes me. I was raised in a church, and well, not in a church. I had a home, but we were always in church, and you know, I got away from it for a while. I'm not gonna lie. You know, went to Afghanistan, and I think even an atheist is going to be a Christian in a foxhole, and just got back to it. You know, and I'm excited about my video tomorrow. I'm doing it as a premiere, just because I want to be there when y'all are watching it. To me, it's one of the best videos I've made, but it's probably because of of my relationship with John Schlitt, the singer of the video of the song. And but it just man, anyway, I love it. And so I hope you guys are going to be on there tomorrow night. So it's 5 o'clock Central Standard Time. I'm going to drop that video, and we're going to have a good time watching it. If you don't like it, that's fine. Hope you do. But I did have fun making it, and making the opening and closing, and that's all part of it as well. So anyway, guys, thank you so much. Mark, David Ray, enjoyed it. Thank you, sir. Mark C, enjoyed it. And William, you can get them in multiple colors. So there you go. So yeah, I'll have to check that company out as well. So guys, thank you so much for being here, and we will see you guys hopefully tomorrow at 5 when you will get to watch that video, Central Standard Time. And then if not, we'll see you. I got up on Thursday, and then we'll see you guys live again on Sunday. Woo! Can't wait to see the video. Thank you, Heidi. I can't wait to watch it. If you don't like it, feel free to tell me. That's fine. Excuse me. All right, guys. Y'all have a great night. Thanks again for being here, and we will catch y'all next time. So go hang out with your family and love on them. My kid's out there looking for his cat. I can hear him yelling, so I'm going to go help him. We'll catch y'all later. Take care.